Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Locker Room Talk Uncut. Drew Garrison, Chad Penrod in the locker room, bringing you your favorite uncut sports podcast. All of the latest in sports coming right at you with no filter, by the fans, for the fans. Let's start the show. What's up, motherfuckers? You remember us?
What's up?
We are back. This is the first time setting this up in my new house. Whoever's watching, we got one viewer so far. Let me know if you can hear us, because I don't know. This is a new setup. We are back. That intro that you heard, probably the last time you'll ever hear it.
Last time.
We're kind of switching things up a little bit. We've been gone for a while, trying to figure out how to get you motherfuckers to actually watch this shit. We're going to be, you can see up here in the top of the screen, the Battle of Ohio. He's the Browns fan. I'm the Bengals fan. We figure we only talk about the Bengals and the Browns when we were doing it before anyway. Some other sports here every now and then. But the main thing that we're going to talk to you about is Bengals and Browns. We got the Super Bowl coming up tonight. Me and this guy have talked for 10 plus years about how we would act if our team was playing in the Super Bowl. And one of us is here, and it's me. It was supposed to be you guys. It was supposed to be you guys.
Why do you got to say it like that, though? Why couldn't you just say the Bengals are in the Super Bowl? You had to throw shade at the Browns.
Well, you're the Bengal hater. Everybody knows this man is the Bengal hater. So I got to throw some back.
Yeah, I'm the Bengal hater, a.k.a. the Browns fan.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about it. Yeah.
So, dude, how the fuck does it feel? The only person that I've asked this question to is my cousin Kenny. He's a diehard Steelers fan. And I said, what is it like waking up on Super Bowl morning and having that feeling like, hey, my team's in the final game? You know, there's not a game after this. This is it. If you win, you're the fucking champion. If you lose, in your words, all you do is get a shitty draft pick,
bad draft pick, and and heartbreak.
Yeah, heartbreak, and it's been, the Bengals have definitely exceeded expectations. They've had a great season, but I hate the people that's like, hey, you know, we beat expectation. Like, no, you're in the final game. Go win the fucking thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to post this up real quick for people on Twitter to see it. It's weird because if they would have lost in the playoffs to the Titans or the Chiefs, then I could be like, okay, you know what? That was a good year. You know, okay, we got shit to do. We can keep going. But now, no. You can get back to the playoffs and win another playoff game. You don't get back to the Super Bowl. Ask Aaron Rodgers. You don't get back to the Super Bowl
unless you're Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady just fucking
and nobody's Tom Brady. It's the greatest ever. Yeah, and me and you've had plenty of conversations about this. I'm like, Drew, like, yes, they've passed the expectations, but you're here. You know how hard it is to get the Super Bowl next year. To just say the Bengals are going to go to the Super Bowl again is crazy. The Chiefs are going to be better. They're going to have a better defense. And you got to have luck when you get to the Super Bowl. The Browns and the Ravens were injury and COVID fucked. Is the Bengals going to be great for a long time? Yes. But are those teams also going to be better? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Joe Burrow the best quarterback in the AFC North? Coming from a Browns fan. Absolutely.
Oh, there it is.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I didn't say that last time. I said Joe Burrow and Baker. You know, where are they at? But I can say that now. I can admit Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the AFC North, but
beautiful.
It's hard, dude. It's hard. It's hard to get to this point. You're here. Don't fucking lose it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the exact way that I feel. And we weren't supposed to be here. You know, we're playing with house money. No, fuck all that, dude. You have to win this game.
You have to.
You're not going to walk back to the Super Bowl next year. No shit. It's like we were talking about earlier. The Bengals play a division championship schedule next year. You get the best team from every division that you play next year.
Yes.
It's no more, you know, playing kind of the lower guys because we were last year. It's a harder schedule. And yeah, like you said, man, shit has to fall your way. That every Super Bowl champion that's ever won the Super Bowl has had some breaks go their way, and they've gone the Bengals' way this year. Yeah. You have to capitalize no matter what.
Yeah, you know, Bengals didn't get hit till COVID until week 18 against the Browns when it didn't matter.
I think they did it on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, why not get it out of the way? Then you get to the playoffs and COVID just disappeared. We'll save that for later. We are a different fucking podcast now. But yeah, man, like I said, man, you're here. Go win the fucking game.
You have to.
I just want to say this. You guys know Chad, a.k.a. the Bengal hater, a.k.a. the Browns fan. I hope you guys lose by 40, man, but congratulations. You're one of the fans that deserve it. There's a lot of you new fucking fans out there, dude.
Yeah, if you didn't watch Andy Dalton throw it away on 4th and 8 for 10 years. Get the fuck out.
Dude, all these fucking new Bengals fans, like you
My
weren't even
drink's orange and black.
you weren't with it through the struggle, man. All you guys suck. But you, Jake, dude,
Jake.
I get into it with people like Paige, Pat Miller, like Josh Solomon, like all you guys, man. Congratulations, dude. I'm jealous. Yes, I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm fucking jealous.
Yeah, I would be
This was
too.
supposed to be my team. I don't know what it's like to go to the Super Bowl, man. It's just it's awesome for you. Like I said, congratulations, but I hope you fucking lose by 40. Go Rams.
There's Jake, and Victoria clearly listens to me talk and bitch around the house. Yes, we need to have an O-line next year for sure. Pat Schweikert says, Chad, you're the best, man. I love it when you get the newbies all wound up. You do, man.
I do it.
Going.
Can I talk about that for a minute?
You bought a wig.
Dude, I bought a Pat Mahomes wig, and then I burned it on live when you guys beat him. Fucking defense, dude. What the fuck is your guys' defense do to Pat Mahomes in the second half, dude? That guy forgets how to play football.
No. Ask Twitter, dude. We didn't win. The Chiefs just lost.
Yeah, people get so mad at me and take it personal, and
Yeah,
I'm wearing a fucking Pat Mahomes wig. I'm clearly trying to entertain you guys. I am the Bengals hater, but I don't hate them as much as I say I hate them. I want them to lose. Don't get me wrong, but it's cool, man. It's cool to see a different team in the Super Bowl. Not only that, I'm sure you can relate to this. Like all those times we've had to sit there and watch the Steelers go to the Super Bowl. It's still kind of cool because all the way through the playoffs, you're rooting against a team, so you're kind of more emotionally into it, like lose. So it's been like that all the way through. So it just makes it fun.
Absolutely. My aunt says they're not really new Bengals fans. They're just rooting for the underdog like we do as Americans. Maybe so.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, to go buy a new Bengals shit and all that shit, I just, you know what I mean? Like
this jersey,
used Andy Dalton jerseys are going for $200 fucking bucks because these people that's never rooted for them in a day of their life are buying that shit.
Dude, I got a closet full of shit. I can make some money off my Jeremy
that's
Hill
what I
jersey.
said. Did you see my status? I said, dude, if the Browns ever make it to the Super Bowl, I'm selling my Johnny Manziel jersey. I'm selling my Trent Richardson jersey, my Brandon Whedon, like fucking $500 a pop.
That's crazy, dude.
Come root for us.
Yeah, let's do it. I got one of your jerseys here, I think. Matt Griffith, who is my dad on a Facebook alias. I'm just going to say it. Chad, get out of the dark side. Join a winner. You can be one of the new fans. I won't even upcharge you for it.
You guys are going to hate me tonight. I know you're going to be there. I might come dressed like this. I might come dressed like Sean McVay. I haven't decided yet.
Pat Schweikert says, Drew, bring the waterfall back. He's talking about the mullet. The mullet is gone. That has happened since.
That should have been breaking news.
Yeah, that should have been first, probably.
Yeah.
The mullet is gone. I have a 7-month-old daughter. If you guys have followed that journey, she's doing phenomenal, but she was pulling my fucking hair too much. Brandon Marker, my buddy, lives down in Louisville. Hope the Bengals choke a fat one tonight. Steelers fan here. Yeah, he's always been a Steelers fan. But so let's talk about that. You're wearing the Odell Beckham Browns jersey, but Odell shit all over your quarterback and your team and your organization. He was telling teams 2 years ago when Freddie Kitchens was there, come
Speaking
get
of
me.
shit, didn't somebody shit on his chest?
I think he's into that. Yeah, I think he's into that. So you're stuck, right? Because you're the Bengal hater. But do you want to see Odell get a ring the year he leaves your team after shitting on your quarterback and kind of talking bad about your team? Because Cleveland was never good enough for that guy.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh God,
Odell, baby, let's fucking go. Did he leave? Find his way out? Yes. Is he a drama queen? Yes. Was it his fucking dad's fault for posting whatever about Baker? Probably Odell's fault.
it was him. Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm
say.
sure Odell was the guy behind it. But I don't understand people, man. When you are emotionally involved into football like you and I don't want to see the rest of the AFC North win shit. Don't get me wrong. You guys were on that 30-year playoff drought just like we were close to.
Yeah.
If you guys would have had your first round against Pittsburgh, I would have said, all right, go get it. But just like last year in the second round when it was the Chiefs, you guys didn't want us to win. All right, you got your win. Get the fuck out. I do not want you guys to win the Super Bowl before we win the Super Bowl. Go Odell, man. Go Odell.
That says never hate Chad. He just makes dumb decisions. Victoria said, should I get my Odell Giants jersey out just in case? Fuck no. You got to pick a side, babe. We'll talk about that.
I mean, what you need to do, have your
Odell
Odell jersey on, put your Bengals over that, and then if they lose, you're like, fuck yeah, Odell, pull it off.
And she's walking home.
That's it.
And she's walking home. I'm throwing a Super Bowl party. I rented out a room in a bar at an undisclosed location because I can't tell everybody for a Super Bowl party. Like really went that fucking far. So you're walking home if you pull out the Giants jersey at the end. All right,
You're
pick
gonna
a
be
side.
mad. You're gonna be mad. What did you tell me? If the Bengals lose tonight, your phone's going off for what?
Probably about 3 days. Any emergencies, call Victoria because I'll probably just leave it turned off for about 3 days.
Hey, I just want to say this.
I'm off work tomorrow for sure, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm
Whether
gonna need
you're going to celebrate, get super drunk. I mean, you're drinking right now, and I would too. You deserve that.
It's early for me.
You know, but you're either going to be really happy tonight and probably, I would cry.
Oh, dude,
Probably cry, or you're going to be mad as fuck, and you might leave with 5 minutes left in the game.
there's going to be 40, 50 people at this party. No, dude, I got to stay and help clean up after the party no matter what because the place I'm doing is being very cool, giving us and our family and everybody coming. We're about 40, maybe 50 people there. And if we win, they're all going to see me ugly cry. It's going to be gross. Oh, my aunt will bring Victoria home. Of course they will. My family picks her every fucking time. So
hey, we'll get to the game. We'll get to the game though. We'll give our prediction in a minute. In the waiting room.
Oh yeah.
We have
I got to grab the headphones.
the only Rams fan that I know. You guys, if you guys watch this from the beginning, you watch this from the draft, you watched Mr. Troy Krigler, the Rams fan in the back
motherfucker
with the long ass beard at the
What
time.
is he dressed like?
Well, they're gonna see him. No longer has the beard, just like you no longer have the mullet. But he's ready to go. He is the Rams fan. He's the only Rams fan we know.
We did the live draft, and he was the guy in the back. That's what everybody called him.
The guy in the back.
Yeah.
So you got it to where we're gonna be able to hear him?
Yeah.
Bring in. Look at Troy. Look at.
Glasses, but they blue instead.
Turn it up.
I think it's on your end. We can't hear you that good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we
There
got
you
it.
go.
We got
We
him.
got you.
Troy,
Whoa.
what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys? So,
Oh, my dad said I'd let it
Drew,
run.
how it's
Hey.
You look like Joe Burrow, motherfucker.
He's dressed like Burrow.
Hey, my shiesty shades are in the truck.
Frat boy Stafford season. Let's go.
My fucking shiesty shades are in the truck. I should have wore them.
I thought you were going to. I saw the picture.
Yeah, I was wearing this morning, man. I was running around getting shit. I got fucking 60 cupcakes, all with Super Bowl rings on them. You can't have shit.
And they're blue. They're blue.
No,
Hey,
black and
hey, but Drew, at least you'll be help cleaning up with all those tears. Be easy mopping.
see, here we go.
I've never heard Troy talk as much
This
shit as he
motherfucker,
has.
hold on. You're a fucking Rams fan. You're gonna come on our shit, and you look like Joe Burrow. You got the turtleneck, the chain, the glasses. What side are you on, dude?
Oh, it's frat boy Stafford season, my guy. Come on, we can't.
No, you're dressed like Joe Burrow, dog.
Because we're overshadowing him. All right, we know who's gonna win. Okay.
That's because Matt Stafford has no fucking swag. You didn't know how to dress.
Hey!
Stafford.
I've never heard Troy talk as much shit as he has this week. Troy, you are fucking confident, so confident tonight, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I gave my uncle. My uncle called me and he said, "I'll give you 10 points for a bet of $1,000." And I said, "I'll give you 17 points."
You think the Rams are going to win by 17 or more points tonight?
Yes, easily.
Okay, because hold on, because people were going to think, oh, you're just a Rams fan, but were you this confident last week against the 49ers?
No, I was not at all. No.
Okay, why are you so confident? Tell us why you're so confident.
Well, the 49ers with the third-ranked defense. Matthew Stafford put up 377 passing yards and 2 drop touchdowns in that game.
And a fucking drop pick that should have probably changed the whole game when he threw it to the middle of fucking nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty shitty.
He's going to give you 2 or 3 of those a game.
Oh, no, it was only 1. He won't do that in the Super Bowl. If you rewatch that Kansas City game, the Kansas City Chiefs stopped running the ball, averaging 6.7 yards a carry when they were up. Not going to fucking happen with the Rams. Come on.
Better coach. Is McVay better than Reed?
It's not going to happen because they're not going to be up.
Well, they will be up a lot early.
Okay, so who's to watch in this game? Who for the Rams is going to go off?
I believe it's going to be Van Jefferson or Kendall Blanton, their tight end, who's going to go absolutely bananas in the passing game. But Cam Akers on the run, if he's averaging 6.7 yards a carry, this game it will not be a game.
Hey, now hold on. Let me talk to you about this. We got the Jamar Chase, Jalen Ramsey. I want everybody to know I got the Super Bowl jersey with the patch. Shout out to Steve. I think it's Mezier. Went to the pro shop for me, stood in line, got it for me because I couldn't make it down there. We got Chase and Ramsey. But the rest of the corners behind Ramsey are fucking ass. Who's going to cover T. Higgins? Who's going to cover Boyd? Who's going to cover the middle of the field where the Rams give up the second highest QBR in the league?
That's a big one right there. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Jalen Ramsey will be all over the field. He's not going to stay on Chase the whole game. Not going to be predictable. They're going
Who's going to cover Chase if he goes in the slot then?
I don't know. We're going to see.
David Long, that motherfucker barely played at Michigan.
If I'm
They
the Rams,
suck.
if I am the Rams, Jalen Ramsey is going where Jamar Chase goes. That's me.
I differ in that opinion. I like him everywhere.
I thought you liked him on Higgins and doubling Chase.
Yep. Roll coverage over to Chase because Higgins ain't faster than Jalen Ramsey. He's not that much bigger. He's just taller, not stronger. And
that matters. What do you mean bigger? Stronger.
He's really taller. He's not stronger. So
hey, if AJ Green, if Jalen Ramsey wouldn't have had a helmet on, AJ Green would have whooped his ass.
He didn't play for the Rams, and that don't matter.
I told him he was weak. Fuck. That's what his postgame is. Like, what'd you say, AJ? I told him he was weak. Fuck.
Hey, we're not talking about a sexual preference now. He's in LA. He's cool.
Hey, you brought that up, not me.
Troy, what's your prediction? What do you unbiased prediction? You're not a Rams fan, not a Bengals fan. You're looking at it from all angles on the outside. What's the final score tonight?
I'll go 38-17.
Get the fuck out of here.
Rams by 21. I'm going to be one of those Super Bowls. Now, you say that with confidence, right? Like you truly believe that.
I truly do, yes.
You're dressed like the wrong quarterback.
I
can't get off of it. You look like Joe Burrow.
He's trolling like I do. He's trolling.
you dress up like Pat Mahomes, the guy that's playing the Bengals. I think Troy just wants to be Joe Burrow so bad.
I do love Joe Burrow. I love that offense.
Ohio State boy.
I think they will be that offense for the next 5 years to come. As they'll be top 3. I really believe that. They are nice.
Yeah. The Rams aren't untouchable, dog. They had a 3-game losing streak.
Oh, it's okay. It was no win November, but we came back strong.
No win November.
Yeah, no win November. I mean, you got a name for it and everything.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're a little bit the Rams fans are a little bit too confident, like they're this untouchable juggernaut. They're not the 07 Patriots.
They
lost to the Giants.
On that. I disagree with that one. I'm in a bunch of Rams shit on Facebook, Twitter, and everybody's like, this is going to be a close game. They're all playing that spread. It's going to come down to the last drive. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm indifferent.
Based on what, though? There's a clear advantage. The Bengals' offensive line is shit. The Rams' defensive line is incredibly good. Probably the best in the league. They gave up 9 sacks to the Titans. I get it. But other than that, when I look at these position battles, there's nowhere that the Rams have a clear and apparent advantage except for the line. Now, that's huge. Don't get me wrong. But they don't have a clear advantage at receiver. I think Chase and Higgins are just as good as Odell and Kupp. Now, Kupp had 220 targets this year. I feel like if Chase had 220 targets, he'd probably have better numbers than Kupp. But there's no clear advantage anywhere else on the field for me other than those two. Now, the trenches are super important. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think the Bengals are overmatched in any other areas.
The problem is they're overmatched, so overwhelmingly overmatched in the trenches that is a big deal.
I actually agree with that statement. I just think that if they had the guy on the outside, against the Myles Garrett, against the TJ Watt, the guy you can put a tight end over there, the guy you can chip with a running back, I think you can stop that. But Aaron Donald, the best defensive player in all of football, and has been for the last 5 years, is over the Bengals' worst spot, which is their guards. And it's hard. What are you going to do? Are they going to do it to where they bring Pirine in or Mixon and they play him up right behind the guards?
And
they're going to put him in that way? Are they going to take Hopkins and say Spain or Hopkins and Carmen and double him all game? Because that's just going to leave a blitzer. So
that's why you draft Drew Sample in the second round.
I just don't know. I don't know how they're going to stop that. I don't know how they're going to stop that. But dude, I've been doubting the Bengals all playoffs.
Exactly.
I thought they were going to beat the Raiders. I didn't think they'd beat Tennessee. They did. Definitely didn't think they'd beat the Chiefs. They did, and here they are. Are they overmatched? In my opinion, yes. But in my opinion, they've been overmatched the last 2 games. So you just can't count this team out.
They're in the
Quick
Super Bowl
pass.
for a reason.
Quick passing game is going to be the key. Can Burrow get the ball out of his hands in 3 seconds like he's really good at? If we can do that, work the middle of the field, I think they're going to be able to put up enough points to hang with them. Now,
That's
if
exactly
he's back
what the
there,
49ers did too.
I think screen game is going to be big too.
Mhm.
Now,
Yep.
and we're talking Aaron Donald, we're talking Von Miller. Don't forget about Leonard Floyd. He worries
Yeah.
me too. Leonard Floyd's
That
good as
line,
fuck.
dude, that whole line, that
It's
whole
everybody.
Greg
Who's
Gaines,
the guy
outside
on the out-
Robinson was
Yeah,
ranked
the guy
14th
next
in PFF.
Aaron Donald, Gaines is
Yeah.
just as good too. I mean, or not
Uh-huh.
as good. I mean, he's good
Not
too. I mean
yet.
that defensive line's nasty, man. The Bengals have their hands full, but they've had 2 weeks to prepare for it. So we're going to see what they do.
We won a playoff game on the road with 9 sacks. I'm just saying.
That's true.
And this is technically a home game for the Bengals, but like we were talking, there's going to be
Technically a home game for the Rams.
no. The Bengals are the home team.
Yeah, Bengals
Oh,
are supposed to be the home team. The AFC is
These
supposed to be the
motherfuckers
home
made prices so bad. I don't think the Rams don't look, and this isn't a shot, but the Rams don't really have a fan base in LA. They're like the 4th most important team. It just is what it is. But the Bengals fans, people in Ohio, they ain't got the money to go spend $5,000 on a ticket, a couple grand on a hotel, $500 for a parking pass. So I think the crowd's not really going to be a factor because you're going to have some Bengals fans, you're going to have some Rams fans. But I think the rest is just going to be fucking rich people that just go to say that they win.
It's exactly Shannon Sharp said too. It's 25% Rams fans, 25% Bengals fans. The rest are just business guys just saying they went to the Super Bowl.
Just flexing.
Yep.
And don't forget to wear your mask and show that you're vaccinated.
Hey, I know Clay Travis put out there, hey, he only got his vaccine card checked once, and no one is wearing masks anywhere.
I figured.
Fuck, I should be out there then.
That figures though. That figures.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. Because,
It don't
COVID goes
exist.
away when you can make money, but we won't
Yeah.
talk. We're going to say off that. I forgot.
Yeah, we're this sports podcast.
Yeah.
Well, Troy, I appreciate you coming on, you fucking annoying bastard.
Hey, but I got one more thing on Odell's side, though.
Let's do it.
Odell's girlfriend is pregnant, and she's supposed to have the kid. And he said he will leave the Super Bowl if his daughter comes out.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm going to call that hospital and be like, why don't you start pushing?
Hey, anytime touchdown for Ben Saratic is a very good bet. It's like plus 1,300.
Damn.
Motherfucker,
And
we were
he's
in
the
the
one who
casino laying
dropped.
down bets yesterday. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, you guys. I didn't know you guys were leaving that early, though. I was surprised. I was thrown off.
Camera's crooked as fuck, isn't it? We're back, man. We're back.
Yeah.
But after that, yeah, thanks for having me on, boys, and you'll be hearing from me later, Chad and Drew. Of course, you know.
All right, man.
I might turn my phone off during the game. I haven't decided yet. Am I going to live tweet it to my
I'm not
followers,
gonna
or am I
talk
just
shit.
going to shut it the fuck off?
Even dirty.
Go Rams. Go
Yeah,
Rams,
go
Troy.
Rams, baby. Van
All right,
Jefferson
man.
for MVP.
Yeah, all right, man. We'll see you.
All right, see
All
you,
right,
Joe
peace
Burrow.
out, boys. Peace out, everybody.
Later. I feel like you look like Joe Burrow. I don't know. It's
I
weird.
think he was trying to. He was trying to look like bro, right? That's the
A
Burrow
lot of
outfit.
people are.
Yeah.
A lot of people are. So while we're here with our new logo and all that, Walker Toyota. I used to work there, actually. Jacob and Kyle work there. They're going to sponsor our show. We got a car dealership sponsor right in the Dayton area. Lots of Bengals fans buy cars there. Lots of Browns fans buy cars there. So I actually went there, got my truck worked on the other day, and we talked about it. So www.walkertoyota.com. Best place for your Toyota parts and service here and buying new cars. So shout out to them. It's pretty cool to kind of partner up with them. We're going to try to do some cool stuff, try to get this thing rolling again. Now, this isn't going to go on Apple and the podcast spots, but we've never really asked this because we were just kind of fucking around. But I've been making some kind of moves, and I think maybe we could do something cool with this. So when we get this thing back up and rolling on all those podcast platforms, we're going to need those downloads and subscriptions and ratings that we never asked for.
Yeah.
Because I think we might be able to do something kind of cool with this, and we want to bring you guys along with it. So as we sit here, it is 2:24. It's about 4 hours till game time. That's going to feel like about 4 days.
Yeah.
I got like stuff to take. The Bengals van, got to get it out. I think I got to put gas. We put about 200 miles on Old Faithful yesterday.
We did.
We went out to, we went skiing, found out that we're not good at that.
Kind of horrible.
It's actually kind of terrible. But then we went to Hollywood Casino in Lawrenceburg, my personal favorite casino.
Made
And laid
some
down
bets.
some bets. So what bets are you watching for tonight?
The easy ones that I bet, and I always like to parlay things, you know what I mean? So I actually had a parlay last night, an 8-game parlay for NBA, And dude, after that Knicks loss, I bet Knicks over the fucking Trailblazers. I won all other 7 games, bro.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Knicks fucked me. So now I hate the Knicks.
Victoria said I'd do it again. Talk about skiing. You have like a head injury. You fucking
you
bounced
were
your head off
out.
the
We
ice.
left because you were out. You were out of it.
So
So the bet. So I feel like the easy one is this, and I bet everybody bet this, so it probably won't happen. It's Joe Burrow 10.5 rushing yards.
yeah, easy.
I felt like that was easy.
He's
I feel
gonna
like dude,
scramble.
Burrow's going to scramble one time for that much. So I bet that. The other one that I thought could happen is the Rams 3.5 sacks. I bet the over on that. For like, even if they get 9 sacks, the Bengals aren't out of it. So
Apparently
what
not.
the fuck? The other ones that I bet was Cam Akers 63.5 yards. I went the over because what Troy said, against the Chiefs, they were giving up 7-8 yards. A rush. And then Joe Mixon, I went the under on 60 yards just because I feel like they're going to pass the ball. If the Bengals are going to win, they're going to have to throw the ball. You're not going to really run on this Rams defense, so it's going to be up to Joe Breezy to win this thing.
Joe Shiesty. Joe Brr. I went in. So Chad and I used to go to the casino a lot.
Too much.
Somebody said nice pants earlier, by the way. I made Myers sell me these off the mannequin. The girl was like, well, those are the display. I was like, yeah, I know. She's like, I'd have to take them off the mannequin. I was like, yeah, I'll wait. But so yeah, I went in. We used to go all the time, playing with slots and all that. So we go in, we see the green machine right when you walk in. Chad's like, hey man, you remember that one? I'm like, all right, I got $200 with me. I'm play some slots. Well, somebody left $25 in it, which helped me out a little bit. So I turned that $40 into $200. I'm up $200. I took $200 to bet on the game. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm walking away even regardless. Now I'm gonna make some crazy ass bets. I laid down a 5-leg parlay for tonight. Now, I found out you're not supposed to talk about what the parlay is, or it's bad luck. I didn't know this because we're kind of new to betting. It just kind of became a thing. It's going to be in Ohio soon.
New to this.
We were in
kind of betting.
this kind of betting. So I just want you guys to know I put $100 down on a 5-leg parlay. It's all positive things for the Bengals, except there's one anytime scorer for the Rams who I think is going to get a touchdown. If I hit it, I win $4,600. I got a little wild with my bets, but I also took heads on the coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
I took the Burrow rushing yards over. I took the Bengals to win. Bengals +4. I did take that. And then I put like $20 down on Burrow for MVP because I feel like if the Bengals are going to win, it's going to be an MVP effort from Joe Burrow. So that is cool. And so we're in Indiana, right? So it's cool. Legal sports betting on your phone. We both pull up the FanDuel app. We've never used it before because it's not legal. We're trying to figure it out. We pull over on the side of the highway to try to lay some more bets down before we get back into Ohio. And it's not working. We're like too close to the border. Chad's like, all right, it's cool, dude. Like, whatever, let's go. This fucker got a bet in at the buzzer, like right as we hit the Ohio, welcome to Ohio sign. He's like, oh shit, I got it in.
And it was the Knicks that fucked me, dude. It was the Knicks.
So
an
8-leg parlay, you hit 7?
Yes, I hit
Those
7. So after
fucking
that, I had the Grizzlies winning. They won. I had the Warriors beating the Lakers. I had the Suns winning last night. I actually did 2. The other one, I had the 76ers winning. And then there was two or three other games, and I hit every single one except for that fucking Knicks game, dude. And it was the very first game.
Fucking Kimball Walker, always fucking shit up.
It was terrible. So we didn't really get into that with Troy.
He said it was a bad sign and still did it.
I know.
It's true. We thought he's like, it's a sign. I shouldn't do it.
And then I got it in at the buzzer, like fuck it. So we didn't really go into, kind of let Troy have his moment there. What is the X factor in tonight's game? Like what?
As your wife, it's a sign.
So what is the X factor tonight, man? What's going to win this game for the Bengals? What's going to win this game for the Rams?
I don't want to sound crazy here, okay? Jackson Carman's getting the start at right guard. I don't want to hype up Jackson Carman as if he's the fucking world leader, but Hakeem Adeniji has been playing tackle for the Bengals, and he's not been doing good. I don't know why Jackson Carman, the second rounder, struggled so hard to get on the field, but he has. But he's starting tonight. Jackson Carman is a much stronger, more imposing person. I'm not saying that he can block Aaron Donald because nobody can block Aaron Donald. That's why you see him get triple teamed and Von Miller and Leonard Floyd and Gaines eat. But the X factor is going to be the Bengals offensive line, obviously. And I know it's the easy one. If they can give Burrow 3 to 5 seconds to find his guy and make his throw, the Bengals will stay in this game. And Joe Burrow is going to be the X factor. He hasn't, and we've talked about this. Everybody's saying, oh, Joe Burrow, love Joe Burrow. Dude's fucking dope. That's my quarterback. Love the guy. He's not the reason the Bengals are playing tonight.
Mhm.
The reason the Bengals are playing tonight is their defense, forcing turnovers, tightening up in the red zone, especially forcing field goals or people to go for it and making big stops. But tonight it will be Joe Burrow. If the Bengals are going to win, Joe Burrow will have to be the X factor. I couple that with the offensive line's going to have – they're going to play a huge part, and that's going to be what it is. I also think Mixon's going to run better than a lot of people think.
Really?
I think Mixon – I'm not saying he's going to have, 103
yards.
touchdowns or anything,
But
but
if
I
you can even get to 80.
I think
85.
he might put up 80, and I'll jinx this part. Part of my parlay is that he gets a rushing touchdown at any point in the game. I think Mixon gets in there. We get close. He times it out. I feel like people are kind of disrespecting Joe Mixon a little bit.
Yeah, no. Joe Mixon's good. I think it's just when I look at it, I see that Rams defensive line who's crazy good. I see that Bengals offensive line who's not good. And usually you can't run on that. They're like top 5 against the run. So to me, it's hard seeing the Bengals being able to run.
But they're going to have to sell out for all those weapons that are going to spread out.
Yeah, and we've talked about this though. So it is the Bengals offensive line. It's the Rams defensive line. How are you going to help against Aaron Donald? Can you help against Aaron Donald and also help against Von Miller? Or can you help against – you got to help with Aaron Donald and then help with Leonard Floyd? Can you do both? Or is it a pick your poison every play? And I agree with you. It's going to have to be Joe Burrow. I mean, like I said, I don't think you're going to be able to run. So, will Burrow have the time to make the plays? Will the plays be there? In my opinion, the biggest X factor we talked about how the Titans got to Burrow 9 times, but the person that the Titans did not have is Jalen Ramsey. To me, he's the biggest X factor for the Rams. Are they going to just put him on Chase like I think they should do and pretty much take Chase away? If he can do that, we've talked about Devontae Adams. He held him to 50 yards. All these top receivers that he's held to pretty much nothing. Are they going to do that? Are they going to do what Troy said? Are they going to put him on Higgins and then double Chase and then live with whatever Boyd does? Because the Bengals have a lot of playmakers. So how are you going to play the Bengals? Are the Bengals going to be able to adjust? So I think that's it. I think that, the offensive line is Burrow going to be great. And we talked about this. The reason that the Bengals are there, and I love Joe Burrow. This is not a knock at Joe Burrow. I came on here and said Burrow was the best quarterback in the AFC North. He is. This isn't a knock at him when I say this. It isn't because of Joe Burrow and the offense that they beat the Raiders, because the Bengals offense only scored twice against that Raiders defense. They only scored once against the Titans defense. They really didn't do much against the Chiefs. They did what they had to, but the biggest thing is the Bengals defense. Pat Mahomes looked mediocre in the second half of both games.
Mediocre? He looked fucking terrible.
Okay, terrible. I'll take that. He was fucking bad. Pat Mahomes, the best quarterback in the NFL, looked terrible. Okay,
Lou Anarumo, baby, the mad scientist.
Let's stop acting like they're not there because of this defense. The only other exception I'll take is Evan McPherson. Laughed about that draft pick, but holy fuck, what I would do for an Evan McPherson.
He's about the closest thing to Tucker you'll get right now.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't think he's Tucker, but man, he's fucking right there.
David
So
Long,
are we going to get that out of the Bengals defense? Because the only other way the Bengals win this game, in my opinion, is if Stafford they just close out Stafford.
Stafford is going to, in my opinion, he's going to give you one play,
maybe 2.
That should be a turnover. He's going to give you 2 to 3 other plays per game that could be turnovers.
Yeah.
Mike Hilton's going to be on Cooper Kupp a lot. Eli Apple, you motherfuckers hate Eli Apple, but he's been good this year.
Yeah, but dude, how do you feel about Eli Apple on maybe Cooper Kupp or Eli Apple maybe on Odell?
It's going to be Hilton. It's going to be Hilton on Kupp. I know it's going to be Hilton on Kupp.
Well, we'll see.
But Yeah, David asked, have we announced a new name? Yes, Battle of Ohio. We only talk about that. Locker Room Talk Uncut's really too fucking long anyway. So yeah, that's going to be our new name. But when I get into the game and I think about, the Bengals defense, and I know he's dropping. Eli Apple's had some drop picks that could have sealed games all postseason. I want him to get like a game-winning pick 6 just for the fucking tweets afterwards. His Twitter's fucking phenomenal. But Hilton on Kupp's going to be the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
Kupp's their best receiver. I know. I got a lot of shit. I just got on Twitter one morning, said, hey, just a reminder, regardless how much ESPN hypes him up, Odell has exactly one 100-yard receiving game as a Ram. And dude, you would have thought I called him fucking Justin Blackman or something.
Dude, it's insane how much they're hyping up Odell. Has he been better in a Rams uniform? Absolutely.
Sure.
They're a pass first team. The Browns are run first. It's Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, fucking Dearness Johnson. That's just what it is. But it's the touchdowns that is what making Odell be this big receiver again. I mean, he's getting touchdowns.
In half a year,
yeah, I mean, exactly. He's getting the touchdowns. It's not the yards. I mean,
I just feel like they need to put more respect on Cooper Kupp.
Oh, absolutely.
It's Cooper Kupp. Like,
I mean, he should have been Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's simple.
Jamar Chase, by the way, Rookie of the Year, Uno. Finally got a Jamar Chase jersey with the patch.
It's crazy going back to the beginning of the year and just thinking about where we're at now with the Bengals, man, just because.
I should have been on this fucking camera all year talking shit.
Yeah.
I'm back for the biggest moment.
Yeah, because, we're talking about the, fourth in the AFC North, how bad the Jamar Chase pick was.
I didn't like the Jamar Chase pick.
Yeah,
I hated it
because you wanted to protect Burrow. It's just crazy where they're at.
We're not here without Jamar Chase.
Did they get lucky? Absolutely. Who cares?
Tom Brady's had some luck every single time.
Who cares? You're in the fucking Super Bowl. Go win it.
Look at Joe Mack. What up, Joe Mack? Good to see you again. Troy said
What's
it
up,
really
Joe
doesn't.
Mack? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the thing. That's all that matters. The Bengals could win 3-2. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Win this motherfucker somehow, some way. That's the only thing that I'm thinking about. And
find a way.
We've talked about this. Like, what are we going to do if our team ever makes the Super Bowl? What are we going to do? And I don't even think it really hit me until like last night. I was like, holy fuck. Tomorrow, like the day that I've talked about on Facebook for my whole life. And somebody told me that I was a Patriots fan in high school today. Like, motherfucker, I was wearing Achilles Smith jerseys in the first grade at CF Holiday. Ask about me, motherfucker. I don't know what he was talking about. I like Tom Brady.
Yeah,
but
it's hard not to like Tom Brady.
So for the people that have been here, and look, man, we talk about this. We were very invested in the football. When the Browns lose or the Bengals lose, we send text messages with shit that we definitely don't fucking mean.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah.
So for the people that are that invested and that deep into it, enjoy every single moment tonight. Enjoy every single. I really feel like if you're the Bengal hater, but if the Browns were in the Super Bowl, I'm like, dude, that's cool as fuck for you. Enjoy it because I know how much it means to you.
Yeah.
You know how much it means to me. So for those people that have been here with the Bengals forever,
and little do you guys know, you guys watch my fucking Facebook. I'm sure I'm always one of the first ones to congratulate this motherfucker.
Yeah, every time.
For us, it's all entertainment. If I can find a way to get under your skin, I will. I was fucking calling him on the way home private, just hoping he would think it was somebody else. Just
second ring, I knew. I was like, Joel Seiler, it'll come down to a big defensive play. You're always rocking Bengal stuff in high school. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows I was wearing Bengal stuff in high school.
Big defensive play. It could.
And I think it very well could. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't see the blowout from either side. Now, believe me.
What Troy say? He sees the blowout.
I would love nothing more than for the Bengals to just get off on a fucking run and be up 20 at halftime or something. I still wouldn't feel comfortable. I'd love a Bengals blowout, and I would just fucking go off the whole second half, but I don't think it's going to go that way. Troy says it doesn't really matter if the Bengals lose. Change is progressive, and this is the turning point for the franchise.
I disagree.
Well, we talked about that when we got on, man. If they would have lost a playoff game, I'd be like, all right, hell of a year. We weren't supposed to be here. Played with house money. We won a playoff game or two or whatever. We'll be back. This is the fucking Super Bowl.
Go win it.
It is a failure if you do not win. You come away with the 31st draft pick, heartbreak, and a bunch of people talking shit. That's all that it's going to be. I completely disagree with that.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Yes, this will be the standard now. This will be the standard for the team. You've got to get in the postseason. You've got to win. You've got to get back. Win or lose. That is the standard. But if they lose, I'm not going to have any way to be happy. I can't find a
Yeah.
moral victory. I can't. I could have found it if they lost in the playoffs, and I know that sounds weird.
Especially after you win the first one. After you beat the Raiders, you lose to the Titans, you lose to the Chiefs. You're like,
yeah, the
all
monkey's off the back.
Yeah.
We're good. But this is different, man. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been back to a Super Bowl.
it's like that. It's it's like that with
Dan Marino.
It was like that with us, man. It's we got to the playoffs last year. We won our playoff game, beat the Steelers, and then lost to the Chiefs. So anything this year that wasn't AFC Championship was a failed season for us because we've already done that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now
Been
the
there, done that.
expectation for you guys is, well, it's if you lose tonight, it's win a Super Bowl or it's a bad year.
Yeah, absolutely. You're
I mean,
fucking here.
it's
You
what
have
it
to
is.
take advantage. David says Chad gets under a lot of people's skin with the smack talk. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, man. It's good. Troy says, but y'all said that to the Rams a few years ago, and I disagreed. We have been a top team ever since then. Yeah, they're in the mix. Don't get me wrong. They're in the mix, but scoring 3 points against the Patriots was a fucking failure.
Well,
and every year since then, it's been a fucking failure.
And we have a Twitter group chat and Troy's in it, and him and I were the only ones to agree that, because they're talking about, well, if the Bengals lose this game, they're in a better position than the Rams because they still, the Rams lost all their draft picks. And
I agree with that.
yeah. And you agree that, but me and Troy said, no, it doesn't matter because you're there. It don't matter if you get there with draft picks. It don't matter if you get there by trading. It don't matter if you sign 100 different free agents because you have no picks. When you're in the Super Bowl, that's all that matters. You're in the Super Bowl. So it doesn't matter how you got there. I don't care. So
No, we're talking about if they lose, though. We're talking about if one team has to lose tonight. So if the Bengals lose, I think that they are in a little bit better of a position to try to get back there than the Rams because they haven't mortgaged their future.
It depends.
It
Depends because after the season, the Rams are still going to have Stafford. They're still going to have Aaron Donald.
Stafford's in year 13.
Well, I know, but it doesn't matter. What if they're back again next year?
And they very well could be. But I'm saying that
your camera's fucking.
I'm
up.
trying to fix it, dude. I can't get it straight. You know how we are. We're fucking just regular ass dudes talking shit. We're not tech guys. But I just think that they don't have a first round pick till 2024, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think they've had a first round pick the last couple years.
Yeah, and they haven't been back to the Super Bowl until now.
Yeah, but it's been Super Bowl bust, and now they're back here without those first picks.
Yeah, I just think that I understand the thought process of if they lose, the outlook can be better for the Bengals because they have money to spend this offseason. They've got a lot of money to spend this offseason. They've got all of their draft picks. They've got a quarterback in year 2, not a quarterback in year 13, so I get it. But I don't give a fuck. If I was a Bengals fan and they didn't have a draft pick for the next 10 years tonight and they won the Super Bowl, it would be 1,000% worth it. I am not disputing that fact at all. But I'm saying if the Rams lose tonight and they've gone all in with draft picks and big contracts and big names and it doesn't work, it's a failure to me. And I would rather have my assets if I'm going to fail.
And here's why I talk the way I talk, because name the last lineman the Bengals have really hit on.
Jonah Williams is just solid.
That's it. So he was taking top 10 pick.
Go spend it.
So 11. Did they really hit on
11.
it? So it doesn't matter about the draft picks because if the Bengals really want to get right, take all that money you have and all you need to build is the offensive line.
Now take pick 31 or 32, whatever you come away with, and use it to trade for a lineman. Don't make a pick.
Exactly like the Chiefs did.
But the Rams, all I'm saying is they have mortgaged the future for years now to get to this point, and you know that it's hard to get back out there. Just like we talked about with the
Bengals,
it's
all worth it if they win this tonight.
It is absolutely worth it. You can trade the Bengals next 10 draft picks away. They win a Super Bowl tonight. I'm happy. I don't give a fuck. But if they lose tonight, it is bad because they have been going all in on this for about 5 years now. How much longer can you do that? Eventually, you're going to have to pay the piper at the end of, like everybody's talking about Pat Mahomes' contract. Yeah, they can push money out. They can turn it into signing. But eventually, you've got to pay on that shit. That's why the Rams the Saints are in cap hell. And Sean Payton's like, I'm not retaring. I'm just leaving this motherfucker. So, I understand that.
I get what you're saying with the picks and with all that. But like I said, what if the picks don't hit? There's so many different things with free agency, with trades that you can build your team nowadays. even if you got if like Troy was saying, even though the Rams don't have a first round pick, what if you hit on that second pick and he's like a back end first?
For sure.
So to me, it just doesn't really matter if you're hitting on your picks like the Rams are doing, if you can trade like the Rams are doing, if you're getting free agents like the Rams are doing, then it just doesn't matter because it's all about getting there. We talked about it at the beginning. Like, you want to win tonight because it's so hard to get here unless you're Tom Brady. So to me, that's just I don't care. I just don't care because getting to the Super Bowl and playing in the Super Bowl, I would die for the Browns to do it. And I said this in the group chat that, if the Browns were to win a Super Bowl, fuck the next 20 years because they got one before I died. And
that's what we've always said, one before I die. But here's Troy. The Rams have the most homegrown talent or homegrown starters in the league, meaning they have the most starters on the team that they have drafted. And that's true. But let's think about the guys that got them there. Who are the biggest names on the Rams? Top 5. Stafford.
They drafted Donald.
They drafted Donald. I'll give them that. Stafford. Cup. They drafted Cup?
Yep.
Okay, so there's 2.
Ramsey went and got the quarterback.
Ramsey, trade. Fucking Von Miller, trade. Fucking Matthew Stafford, trade. Fucking Eric Weddle, retired 3 days ago. I know he's not one of the biggest guys, but I understand what you're saying. They have a lot, and I know that you sent the graphic of the Bengals have spent much more money in free agency, and that's true, which is weird to say out loud. But I'm just saying for the future draft picks and all that. But you're right. If you can get a proven guy that's going to be good, it can be better than the roll of a dice of a draft pick because draft picks are a roll of the dice unless you're drafting the next for sure product. But you're going to run out of them at some point. You're going to run out of money to pay all these big names you trade for at some point because the cap is largely a myth. But at some point, you get into cap hell like they're in. And
it's like all in the Rams going and getting Stafford was the best thing they did this offseason. It's why when people talk about the Browns and they talk about Baker, did the injuries play a part in Baker being this bad this year? Absolutely. If you don't think that, you're crazy. But still, do I like Baker? Yes. But dude, I would take the next 4 first-round drafts to go get Deshaun Watson if he clears the charges. I would go get Russell Wilson. I would upgrade that position so quick. And I've always been the one. I'm not about player X. Don't get me wrong. I like Baker, but if I can go get Watson or if I can go get Wilson, if I can go get Rodgers, I'm going to go do that because I'm Browns first.
Yeah, it's the name on the front.
Say Myles Garrett in the best defensive end. If you trade Myles for TJ Watt, which I wouldn't do, I'm just using the 2. Then if any way that you can upgrade, I think you go do it.
Yeah, and that's the way I've always been too. I love the Bengals, right? Like I have my favorite players. I have the guys that I like the most. But at the end of the day, if a move with a guy that I really, really like is going to make the Bengals a step closer to getting a Super Bowl championship, then that dude's got to go. It's the name on the front. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
And that's kind of where I'm at with the Burrow love. Like, yeah, we love Joe Burrow. The team has a new belief because of Joe Burrow. The team feeds off Joe Burrow. You cannot rattle Joe Burrow. You can sack him 9 times and he's still going to stand in and make the throw to Jamar Chase to set McPherson up for the field goal. But it doesn't mean we have to give him all the credit because he's played solid games. He hasn't made the critical mistake.
Yep.
He hasn't played the, oh my God, holy shit, this is the new best quarterback in the league game. If they're going to win, he's going to have to do that shit tonight.
He's the reason they got to the playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt.
The reason they've won so many playoff games is the defense.
Turnovers in red zone.
Yeah, I mean, Burrow hasn't really had that wow game offensively in the playoffs. The best thing that Burrow's done in the playoffs is not turn the ball over.
Yeah, because that pick against Tennessee wasn't a fucking pick. So we'd have one in the postseason.
But we can agree, and we agree. I don't know if you guys agree out there, but if the Bengals are going to win, either Stafford's going to lose it or Burrow's going to ball tonight. And he's going to, all right, Burrow's here.
Hey.
He's going to have that Burrow's here moment.
You remember when Burrow got down 14 to Trevor Lawrence in the Natty and just fucking diced him up? It could happen. You can't rattle. He's never lost a postseason game in high school or college. College or the pro.
I think I said this to you. If the Bengals win tonight, I hope not. But if the Bengals win tonight, I want to see Burrow go right at fucking Ramsey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, I want to see Chase one-on-one with Ramsey, and I want to see Burrow throw it to him 20 times, and I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kyle Adams, my boy, makes a good point. Without Burrow making the rushing last game, they wouldn't be in those first downs. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
True too.
Those scrambles were massive. The getting out of that sack, the high stepping to get out of Chris Jones' grass, absolutely. And that's what we were saying kind of when we were talking in our chat. He's made great plays. He's made great timely plays. But when you look at, you know,
The overall.
the overall game, it's like, holy shit, he made that throw
Yeah.
right then.
Yeah,
It hasn't
Burrow
happened. That's okay.
Burrow wasn't on the field when Pat Mahomes was looking terrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when I don't know if I've ever seen Pat Mahomes look that bad.
It was awful.
Don't get me, like you said, Burrow made the timely plays. Yes, he did. I mean, but it's a scramble or a throw here, a throw there. The defense did that for an entire half.
Yeah, yeah. And Burrow had his holy shit game the first time against the Chiefs in the regular season. Fucking killed him, 400 some yards, 4 touchdowns, something like that. But he's just gonna have to do it tonight. And I don't have any reason to think that he can't, because I've watched him do it the whole time. You know, in college.
Well, you can't think like that anymore. You know, you could have went into the playoffs and been like, you know, are we still this good? Are we that? You're in the fucking Super Bowl. You've proven to be the best team in the AFC this year. You have to go in there with a winning mentality tonight. Like, hey, we're winning this final game.
And that's what because we talk during all the games and stuff. If we're not in person together, Chad said yesterday, he's like, how many times do you think Drew's going to say this motherfucker's over tonight? And I'm like, fucking 0, dog. 0. I said the Titans game was over. I said the Chiefs game was over, and they found a fucking way. It's never over. It's going to have to wait until the clock hits 0 before I finally accept defeat. I'm going to be like fucking Donald Trump and never concede defeat.
That's the thing, man. Rams don't want to let this thing stay close, because the Bengals, if they're going to win, you put your foot on their throat, because you cannot let this Bengals team hang around, because that's what the Titans did. That's what the Chiefs did. You got to take them out, and they're not easy to take out, because they'll be down 16, 17, 20 points and somehow find a way back. So if you're the Rams and you're McVay, you have to just keep playing.
The Rams haven't had to really play from behind all year either. Can the Bengals get a fast start where the Rams shit, I'm down 14?
Yeah, but can they? So that's going to be hard for the Bengals to do.
Yeah,
the Rams defense is serious, but the Bengals defense is serious, at least in the second half. That Bengals defense, I don't think this game can let the Rams get up 20, because I think Sean McVay's smart enough to be like, all right, Cam Akers, throw it, because that's, in my opinion,
that's where Reed fucked up.
As great as the Bengals were in the Chiefs game, what was really the problem was that, like Troy said, the Chiefs were getting 7-8 yards a carry, and they just stopped.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
They abandoned the run. I mean, so where was that at? When you have a lead, you run the ball. So I don't think McVay would be that stupid, and if he does, then he deserves to lose the Super Bowl.
Scored 3 points last time he was in one. 3 of them.
That's a good point.
Trace.
So is McVay hasn't won a Super Bowl yet, has he? Or has he?
No, this is the second one.
He's only been there.
Yeah.
Okay. McVay and fucking Zach Taylor. That's crazy.
Mark Bushman. This dude is an actual Rams fan. I've known him for a long time. He was a St. Louis Rams fan. He's followed the
Rams.
I'll pray for Burrow. I'll send you a bear claw after the game if we win, Bush. So we're getting kind of towards the end of the hour that we allotted for this. So let's just get into it, man. Give me your score prediction for how this game's going to go down tonight. Final score in the game. I know who you're going to pick to win.
Well, I posted on Facebook already.
Oh, did you? I didn't see
I do think that this game stays close. I don't think it's a blowout. I think it's going to be a fun one. I'm not sure it gets you overtime, but I have the Rams by 6. I have Rams 30, Bengals 24.
Oof.
I think that the Rams defensive line is too much. I think they get to Burrow. They hurry Burrow. The Rams defense is also really fast. And then, like I said, I think the X factor is Jalen Ramsey. I think that he's going to follow Jamar Chase wherever he goes. And I think that's the difference in the game from the Titans game, is I think that, he's this year's, we've talked about this yesterday. He's today's age Darrelle Revis, where he can take away, he's good enough to take away your best receiver one-on-one. And that's huge. That's huge when you don't have to play a safety over top.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A receiver like Jamar Chase that most teams have to do, when you can just one-on-one and take that third of the field and go wherever Chase goes. I think that's the X factor. I'm not counting this Bengals team out. I think the Bengals defense is great. I think they're starting to be elite. I think if they can make Stafford make that 1, 2, maybe 3 turnovers to where now they're in his head, and now we're seeing the old Stafford who you and I didn't like because he's never won a playoff game. We see things a little different than most people. It ain't just
Calvin
for
fucking
us.
Johnson and didn't do shit.
and if they if they can cause those turnovers and get there, the Bengals can win this game. But I think that the Rams defensive line is too much. Jalen Ramsey's the X factor. I think Cam Akers is going to have a big game. I think this is a close game. I think it's a good game. Rams 30, Bengals 24.
I got to pull this up for my prediction here real quick. I think this is how it goes.
Yo, man, there's a lot of brothers out there flaking and
Oh, it's got the old NWA on it. Hold on, we got that. Might get a copyright flag. Get the GAT. We're gonna get the GAT tonight. All right. You guys hear that? Burrow dance. Here's how this is gonna go. The Bengals are gonna win this motherfucker 38-31. We're gonna get the GAT. We're gonna get the fucking GAT. All right. I gotta practice that dance. You're gonna see a fucking fat, unathletic white man with no rhythm do the gritty tonight. I will. Bengals win. I give you a gritty video. I'm gonna get the GAT. I'm gonna pick up a cigar. I'm gonna do all kinds of. You thought I was bad when Michigan beat Ohio State? Let the Bengals win the fucking Super Bowl.
Hey, let it out.
All right,
let it out.
So
God, I hope that don't happen.
38-31 Bengals. And motherfuckers are gonna have to block me. I think. I don't know because I'm not gonna know how to act. That's it. 38-31 Bengals win it by 7.
So this doesn't go into overtime and ends in regulation.
Dude, if this game goes to overtime, I might have a fucking heart attack and die.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Oh my God, dude. I think
the halftime is going to be fun. We get Eminem.
Yeah, dude, the Bengals in the Super Bowl get Eminem, Snoop, Dre, fucking yeah, that's going to be awesome. Finally, no, because Janet Jackson ripped her titty out 20 years ago, and then it was like Mick Jagger, Paul McCartney, Prince. We don't give a fuck, dude. Give me the fucking 90s, early 2000s hip hop shit. I hope Eminem doesn't do some of that weird shit. I hope he does like some old stuff. Fucking, it's going to be super dope. Jake's worried about his health from this game. I am too. Absolutely. So, yeah, 38-31 Bengals. The Gats will be out. The Shiesty Shades will be on. I cannot believe I left them in my truck before we sat down to do this. What a fucking failure. You see the Bengals van out and about running around in the Miamisburg area. Say what's up.
You inviting people out to the party tonight, or you got enough people?
Fuck it, dude. You want to come to the Barrel tonight? Watch Super Bowl? That's fine. But if I'm an asshole to you, I promise I don't mean it. By any means, I don't mean it. But when the game's on, just don't fucking talk to me. That's kind of.
I will be at the Barrel. I'll be very, very easy to notice. Every time the Rams score, you'll be able to hear me.
Oh God!
Just come to the Voice and come fight me, or fight.
Come fight, God!
Come find me.
Dude, hey, there's gonna be kids. My child's gonna be there. We're not fighting. Nobody's fighting.
Come find me when the Rams win this thing 40-0.
Said, come fight me.
Slip, man. It slipped, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to come out, fuck it. There's gonna be some food and shit, all that. But I was just talking about how there might be too many people already. But what? Fuck it. Just leave me the fuck alone when the game's on. So yeah, we're gonna be back. We're gonna try to, like I said, we're back. We're the Battle of Ohio. Walker Toyota's gonna kind of help us out, try to push some stuff for us. We're gonna try to get this thing back and running. We just thought maybe go in a different direction, but we need your fucking support. I'm not gonna lie, because we're like sometimes we're talking to like 4 or 5 fucking people. Show this to your buddies. If they like the Bengals, they like the Browns, be like, look at these fucking losers. We're going to maybe try to do it a little bit later in the evening when we do it, because maybe 5 o'clock wasn't great when you guys were just getting.
It's all going to be football, too, so we don't know. This might be it until the draft, and then from the draft, that might be until free agency or vice versa. Then you probably won't hear from us again until preseason. We don't know. We don't know any of that yet.
We're going to.
It's all about football, though. Fuck all the other dumb shit. Greatest sport.
You've had a solid 10 this whole hour. Hell yeah.
It's Super Bowl, man. You guys got to be excited.
So yeah, we're gonna try to kind of retool this thing, do it a little bit differently. I've got a newborn child and moved into a new house, so I've had a lot of shit going on anyway. So we're set up. We're trying to get a cooler backdrop going on. We decided to do this about 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna try to do that, and I might jump on and talk some shit tonight. I might leave these mics and set up. The Bengals win. I might come home drunk and just turn the mic on and just talk to you guys myself. Maybe pull you in virtually from the house or something like that.
I'll be in tears.
Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? No fucking body. Let's
the Rams.
go. Fuck
the Rams.
that.
Go Rams.
No, we are out. See you guys tonight. Catch me on Facebook, Twitter, talking all kinds of retarded shit. I shouldn't say that word. I'm sorry. All kinds of stupid shit. And we'll see how it goes. Jake with the Who Dey on the way out. If you show up just like Sean McVay, I swear to fucking God.